Right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because...
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Shifted upfield. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Alvarez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No way through. Dink through. He's had it! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Jong, back into the middle.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Played back in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Araujo. Trippier looking to hit the byline here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk. Olise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Alexander-Arnold. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Alvarez. Alexander-Arnold. Played out towards the right wing. And they're quick to get it back. Davis. That has been cut short. Forwards and with intent. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Eze. Pedri. De Jong. Can he get it through? Has a goal! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Goal. Marcó.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Eze. De Jong. Oh, Red, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold. And that has left him in a heap. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mbappe. It's a great ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Madrid head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Madrid head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And that's the second half started. Pedri, back into the middle, looking here to chip it through. That has not gone well. Trippier. De Jong. And here's Mbappe. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pedri touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Mosquera cuts out the pass. Oh, they could break here, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. Corner then. And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Out for a throw. Araujo. Mbappe might just make this.
La asistencia a este partido
De Jong.
asciende a 70.987
that's clever.
espectadores.
That is a brilliant interception. Taken back almost at once. De Jong. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
In with a header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
21,
time for changes on
el dorsal
both sides,
13,
actually.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 32, el dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he can clear it away. Musiala. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vardio is... And De Bruyne! Gets his pass away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good ball. Isaac! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. And it's De Bruyne. Played in deep. Terrific header! They've scored! And they're back in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
DiMarco demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Serán sustituidos.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
And he's had it nicked away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Great hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Looking for the run. Oh, what a pass! And the shot! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Ferran Torres. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Bellingham. Rafinha. Bellingham. Rodri. Mbappe. Always onto this. Isak. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Davis delivers.
5 minutos de descuento.
5 minutes to add. Searching ball that into space. Araujo. Van Dijk. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind. And have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And the shot's on here. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Plays a delicate ball. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Trippier. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
Has a go! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So, a breakthrough already.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodri cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! It just took too long getting forward.
Mbappe cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Olise. He's chosen to go back. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mohamed Salah with a beautifully timed run. De Jong. Nicely weighted ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Vinicius. Real chance! So what can they make of this? That is good alertness. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Mbappe is the guilty party there. And that's going to be a booking. De Jong does really well there, he is strong. And here's Alvarez.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pedri. And here's Alvarez. Oh, well played. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk gets it away. Pedri. So much. Pedri! Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Mohamed Salah. And here's Mohamed Salah. And that has been cleared.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's picked out the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Pass is just off target. Vinicius Junior. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Trippier. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Back into the middle. That has been cut short. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. That's tidy. De Jong. Pedri. Vardiol clears. Trippier. There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got away. Closing in on goal. Rodri. And that should get the job done. Pedri. Davis plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant interception. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Hoisted in. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Played back in. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Mbappe. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. And the counter is on. And he welcomes it in. He's on Mbappe! And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner De Ligt did, Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player way ahead of his years, and his composure and confidence is like that of a seasoned veteran.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he's picked out the run. He can get that clear. That's a throw. Pedri. Oh, that's nice. Looking for options for movement. Tries to get it clear.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And reclaimed it in a... and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Trippier tries to clear. Rafinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Rafinha is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner. Great hit! They've scored! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. De Jong. Back into the middle. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mohamed Salah, Vinicius Junior, and he's quick to get it clear again. He's beaten. There's the shot! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mbappe, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Oh, easy pickings there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Rafinha. Nice ball, and he might be in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Out to the right, and he's managed to get free. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Alexander-Arnold. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Now it's Mbappe. DiMarco gets into some space. And they can counter here. But that has not gone well. Rodri. Pedri. Trippier. It's Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And Dijk gets across to intercept that. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. And there's green grass ahead of him. Van der Ven can get it clear. That is a great ball. Can he finish? Goal! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Elise. And that is a little undercooked. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. And that has been knocked clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the second half gets underway. Trippier. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get rid. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good alertness. Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. And here's Mbappe. And it's Trippier. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. And Dijk wins the duel this time. Quality ball. Mbappe might just make this. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri, little pass back. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rafinha. Played back in. Alvarez gets flagged offside. Madrid have reclaimed it. Vinicius Junior is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mbappe. Trippier. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's picked his way through. Swept in. And he's there to belt it away. Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold. Trippier, and the shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 13.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Fernandez. Looking for the runner, and here's Ferran Torres. Mbappe. Looking here to chip it through. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. De Jong. Martinez. And that's a superb pass. Big chance! Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Deftly away. Rodri. Oh, well played.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Isak. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Decent hit from there. Fernandez. Musiala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Musiala goes on a run down the left wing.
Minutos de descuento.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shapes to shoot. No, he's missed it. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now it's Haaland. No luck with that dink over the top. De Jong is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the full-back role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Great chance! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe! Great hit! It's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And he's there to retrieve it. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe pinches it off him. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior. He's got full. Has another go. Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Can he finish? And we have our very first corner. Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. De Jong is there, and he can pick it up. Bellingham. Alvarez is flagged offside. Thinks one through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's De Jong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And there's green grass ahead of him. Here's Mbappe! A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Alexander-Arnold. Muscular approach does pay off here. Haaland. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Vinicius Junior. He's got the shot away! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Bellingham. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Bellingham. He's gone forward. Well, that's well spotted. De Jong. And that has put paid to that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Van Dijk. Trippier. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pedri. Bellingham. It's Trippier. And he was quick to react. Oh, just skips past his man. And that was very necessary. And there's the end of the first half. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Madrid 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the result. And the finish!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
De Jong. Haaland is the guilty party there. Bellingham.
Mbappe.
Oh, shooting chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Bellingham. Alvarez couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face, shapes to shoot! And again! Oh, it's come loose. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, played right into his path. Well read, nice interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Bellingham. Madrid really do look to have it all sewn up here. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe in with the challenge. Pedri. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Mbappe. Olise promptly onto that, and that is that. Has a look and plays it forward. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. He can get that clear and claimed it back swiftly. Bellingham, he's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe, there's the hit! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
De Jong. De Jong. Defending was strong and firm. Haaland. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong. Trippier. Plays it in low.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Madrid have reclaimed it. He is through here. Shot could be on. And he's straight offside. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Alvarez. He came in hard, very hard. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe, little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Back into the middle.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And they're back on the ball again. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. He's picked his way through. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Pedri has a look and plays it forward. That pass has been well intercepted. Trippier. He won't be happy with that one. And the counter is on. Looking for the runner. Mbappe is onto this. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. He's a sharp little ball here. De Jong. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's played it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
They're urging him to shoot. Great hit! 15 minutes till half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Oh, played through for the wide man. Just eases him off the ball. They've got a throw in. Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior. Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Haaland. It's gone backwards.
Not a lot more he could do there.
De Jong. Alvarez. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, look! Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Interesting ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Trippier. Shifted upfield.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up. Trippier really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Van der Ven. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Well, that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Chance to shoot now!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.600.
Vinicius Junior. That's headed upfield. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot. It's in.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 24.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
El dorsal 10.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
El dorsal 3. El dorsal 8.
Musiala.
El dorsal 32. El dorsal 17. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Vicario gets it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's heaved it away. It'll be a throw-in.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's had a go! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Rafinha. Konate gets rid without sophistication.
Cambio de jugadores.
Played into space out wide.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Van der Ven cuts it out. Strokes it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're quick to get it back. He has found the way through. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception. Out of play for a goal kick. It's not gone well. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the pass is intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he put it away? They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That's the throw. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. That's been cut out, well played. Musiala! And that has skimmed the post.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Haaland. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Olise gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
That's a sharp pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. And here's Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Saka. Van Dijk. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Saka. Haaland! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's Haaland. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. Haaland. Mbappe. Well read. And the danger is averted. Mbappe. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Deftly done. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's had it nicked away. Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. Barella. And here's Musiala. Saka. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Barella. Either side giving way, it has been tight. And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Traumeni, there he goes, motoring forward. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Saka. Mbappe. And here's Haaland. He's Haaland! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Vicario. Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That'll do under the circumstances. Haaland. And here's Haaland, and the shot! It's a loose ball. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Liverpool head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Great defending, strong and determined. He's through here. Well read, nice interception. There's the hit! Big moment!
There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
The attendance for this match was
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Haaland might just make this. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way. Can he finish? Sticks it away. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got changes
Mohamed
here
Salah.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 24, Olise.
And it's De Bruyne.
Number 32,
Ooh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Number 19,
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Dijk.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Euclid. Number 8, Isak.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Number 13, Endo. Number 9, Jules
Liverpool
Koundé.
have it back
Substitution
and can
in
go
progress.
again. Saka. No, he's not getting past him there. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Nice control. So much time and space here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saka. Eze.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And De Bruyne! significant reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
And if
So
you
a
do
brief
have a
breather,
chance
and
today,
then
please
extra
take some time
time.
out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund. Substitution.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Isak. Gabriel defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Musiala is the guilty party there. Rodri. Here's Rafael Leao. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. He could be in here. Real chance here.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Can he put it away? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
Eze. And here's Haaland, showing good feet. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's onside. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have... Real chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And they're back on the ball again. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
And an exciting one too. We're about to
90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substitutions taking place.
And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Eze. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Çalhanoğlu. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. That's headed upfield. Can he latch on to this? Akanji calmly anticipates. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rudiger spots it and intercepts. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. It's shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
Desperate defending required here.
Rudiger. Coming on the field is number 20, Robert Lewandowski.
Rafael Leao. Oh, what a climb! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's De Bruyne. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Eze. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Lewandowski is over the first kick. One 0.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Mbappe is the next to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, good pen that. He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outsteered him there, which gave him the edge.
Çalhanoğlu is second man up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
And so the captain steps up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Osimhen is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Liverpool are looking for comfort. terrific penalty, unsavable. And that doubles their lead. Vietnam must score here to stay in it. What poise! What noise!
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
This is match point. That's won it! Liverpool have won it by the barest of margins. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And if he did just miss it, there's the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Haaland. Saka.
Oh, really well played.
He is through here. It's a mighty effort. It's a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Vietnam clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Barella. Saka. Oh, a delicate chip through. Good ball over the top. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Mbappe, Barella. Now it's Barella.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And it's Salah. Oh, and he's through the middle. Saka, who does have an assist to his name. Musiala, driving on and making good progress. Might be... Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Haaland. Lovely bit of skill. Musiala.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh no, this does not look good. Now that looks a decent ball. Always onto this. Haaland! They've scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Saka. Now it's Haaland.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Moved on forwards, chips it through. Oh, no joy this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Salah. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mbappe! And a header! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Haaland is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Marco. Endo. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Haaland. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe. Rodri. Musiala. Now it's Mbappe. Shint. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, can he get onto this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he latch onto this? And it's Salah. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rudiger. And Akanji. Byrne. Rodri. Musiala. And he cuts out the supply. Elise. And he was quick to react. It's a good ball out wide. Haaland. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had... Mbappe! Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. He can get that clear. Out of play for a throw. Tries to dink it through. So we've reached the hour mark.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
He won't be happy with that one.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to...
And the finish! He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Elise threads one in, and Dijk calmly anticipates. Saka. Pass is just off target. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Barella really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he finish? Lovely... Mbappe!
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 10,
Rodri.
Mohamed Salah. Number 15, Mbappe.
It's a throw in.
Number 32, DeMarco. Number 24, Olise. Number 4,
That has
Van
not
Dijk.
gone well.
Coming on the field.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Number 20, Robert Lewandowski. Number 18,
That's a
Vinicius
sweet
Junior.
ball, that. Rodri
Number 5,
cuts it out.
De Bruyne.
And no,
Number 3,
that is pretty much the end of that.
Stones. Substitutions taking place.
Aimed beyond the defence. Eze. Rafael Leao. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Mosquera did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Into the last 5 minutes. Rafael Leao.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Isak. Oh, strongly challenged there. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. So close, but that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
So our quest to find the winner continues. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Rafael Leao. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a nicely measured pass. He's had a hit! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run onside proved the key ingredient.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Eze! And oh, he's been caught on it here. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. He's cut it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Isak. It's a really well-measured ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's Lewandowski! And he hits the net! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Lewandowski. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Rafael Leao is herring after that one. Rodri. Extra time reaches half-time.
Please turn towards the screen.
Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? The hostilities have... Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! A potentially pivotal strike at a pivotal time! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
And the ball's a good one here. That's going to go a long way. Oh, they could break here. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lewandowski has a goal! It's there! And this is getting better and better. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Lewandowski really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's got the shot away! Straight at the keeper.
Mbappe simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Eze! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
There will be one
Rudiger
minute at a
makes
time.
the interception. Rafael Leao. Mbappe! Great chance! And that is the last effort of the game. Liverpool have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
We are glad to inform you that
Lewandowski
today's match
taking
day
in the
programs are
accolades, having been
available from
named
stands
man of the
located
match,
by the gates.
and deservedly
I'm
so.
sure they will make fine souvenirs.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.